My husband rummaged through the trash, hoping to find my birth control pills. The blister pack was full, even though I told Eric that I was taking them. It was the same old war. I wanted children, but Eric didn't. He grabbed the blanket and the pillow and said that he would return to our bedroom when I started the pills again. I cried all night and only fell asleep in the morning. But suddenly, Eric woke me up with loud trumpet sounds. Are you kidding me? What's going on? Let me sleep! My husband explained why he was playing the trumpet in a strange way. He told me that I clearly wasn't ready to become a mother, since I liked sleeping so much.
I'm rehearsing for an important audition, and if it all works out, then we can talk about having children in a year or two.
Then it hit me. I heard those exact words from Eric before.
Come on. We just got married. We have to be financially stable first.
Years had passed, and my husband was still a street musician. I reproached Eric for it, and he got offended. He slammed the door on his way out, and through the window, I saw him going to the same bar he usually played at on the weekends. He didn't come back that day, or even night, and wasn't picking up his phone either. So I went to the bar and was told that Eric got drunk and some guys carried him out. I realized that I had gone too far. I had never seen Eric drink before, ever. I decided to get the guys from Eric's band to help me search for him. When my phone rang, I thought one of them had found him. However, it was someone I didn't know. He called himself Dr. Smith and asked me to go to a clinic.
Your husband is here.
My husband didn't look good. He had to admit that he had a tendency to alcoholism, and that was the only reason why he didn't want to have a baby.
Look at me. This is how my dad was.
Eric decided to break that chain and spoke sincerely, with tears in his eyes. Eric admitted that he had been thinking about adoption, but there was no guarantee that the adopted child didn't have any genetic problems.
I'm sorry. I should have told you about this before, but I was so afraid of losing your love.
Eric said that he would understand if I left him, because he hadn't found a solution to his problem. I went home and packed my husband's things. It was time to act. I bought plane tickets, but Eric didn't like the idea. He thought I had found another clinic for him.
It can be treated. I know it from seeing my father. You can quit for 20 years, but there will always be a relapse.
I described it as an alternative therapy. Eric didn't quite understand what I meant, especially when the other members of his band entered the plane. We flew to New Orleans. I was able to book them a gig at a legendary jazz club, and all of Eric's idols were there. He played like crazy. After the performance, I asked him to imagine one thing. Let's say your parents decided not to have a child because they were afraid of your father's addiction. How would you feel? Eric said that it would have been a shame, because he wouldn't have gotten to experience that amazing evening, as well as other great moments such as our wedding. Then I held Eric's hand and said that we had to give our child a chance to experience moments of joy, pride, and excitement. Eric finally agreed with me. Time passed, and we welcomed a baby boy into the world. Eric signed his first contract, And his records can be heard on the radio now.
Sleep, honey. I'll get up.
And if we argue about something now, it's about who gets to the kid first. Honesty is the ultimate weapon against fear.